What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Geek Out Room. Don't forget you can catch episodes on YouTube under the Sauceless Entertainment channel. And you can find audio-only episodes on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just type in Geek Out Room Podcast and you'll find it. Today's episode is about one of my favorite cartoons of all time, the 2003 iteration of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And we're specifically going to go to season 1, where Leonardo was fighting for his life for 2 episodes straight. Now, it's incredibly hard now to find video on these 2 episodes. The episode I'm talking about is The Shredder Strikes Back Part 1 and 2. Very important because there's episodes in the same season earlier on called The Shredder Strikes. And that's their first encounter with the Shredder. This is their second encounter with the Shredder. So, The Shredder Strikes Back Part 1 and 2 is what we're talking about. So, Part 1 is really hard to find, and to me is one of the best 2 episodes, really, especially the 3rd episode where Leo they're kind of reminiscing about Leo and how he interacts with his brothers, but episode 1, 2, and 3 were, for this, they were all kind of I would say part 3 of this, 3-parter, was one of the best of the whole series, and one of the best for shows in the early 2000s, man. Because it starts with Leo just going for a jog, just trying to do some ninja training, and thinking they got rid of the foot, got rid of the Shredder. Then the foot ninja jumped Leonardo, bro. They have this man running for his life on the rooftops, bro. Don't get me wrong, Leonardo is a dog, so he's gonna fight. And he was scrapping with them boys. He was beating some foot ninja ass, straight up. And that's just the foot soldier ones. Then these ones that can disappear. They can disappear and shit. And so Leo has to lock all the way in and close his eyes and use his other senses to kind of sense where they are and fight them. So he's fighting invisible ninjas. He's fighting highly trained killers. Then I want to say his name's Han. It was either Han or Hun, but I want to say Han. Han is this big Brolic type dude that has mega beef with the Turtles, especially Master Splinter. And he's on Leo's throughout this whole part 1 and 2 of this, The Shredder Strikes Back. Han is determined to murder Leonardo, bro. He wants to murder this turtle, bro. But Leonardo's fighting, and it's going decent. He's trying to get back to where his brothers are, because obviously the 4 of them are a force, and they could easily take these guys, especially with Splinter. But then the Shredder's elite guard shows up, and they are just presence on screen. Well, I'm telling you, when they popped up, it was insane, bro. Because Leonardo's now fighting 4 of the most elite ninja in the Foot Clan. You can't 1v4 these people. So Leo is getting his ass beat. He has no shot. He's just getting jumped. He was getting jumped for 4 hours straight. You know what I mean? He was just getting his ass beat. And then they all bow down. And then the soundtrack changes. It turns really dramatic, really eerie. And then there he is, the Shredder. Because you have to remember, if I'm not mistaken, I don't remember it was the first or third time they met the Shredder. I think it was the first time Leo Leo decapitated the Shredder. Let's remember this. Leonardo decapitated that man. I think that was the third part. I think the first part is Splinter made a water tower fall on him, and they thought they killed him. Okay, so I think the third time is when Leo sliced Shredder's head off. So Leo came back with vengeance. Don't worry, he got his lick back. But right now he's getting his ass beat, and then Shredder pops up, and and Leo's it's not possible. We thought you were dead. And Shredder beats Leo's ass so bad. Cause it cuts back to his brothers being okay, he's been gone for too long. Splinter's yo, go look for him. And then you just hear Leo yelling. And that's because Shredder threw him from a higher building down into April's apartment, bro. So Leo just comes crashing through the glass window. Everyone's shocked. They're yo, who whooped Leo's ass? Because Leo has bruises. He has broken bone. Leo got his ass whooped, bro. Shredder put him through the ringer. Then the episode cuts, and that's part 1. Now we're going to part two. Part two is where there's a lot more footage of part two, because part one has a heavy copyright strikes for some reason, or copyright reasons. But part two, Leo is like, he's out. He's useless. He's out. He has broken bones. He has bruises. He can't walk. He's barely conscious. So all of them find out because he tells them the Shredder did it. They don't believe him for whatever reason. Then they look outside. It's a bunch of foot ninja, and they come screaming in that joint. Like, they come in there. They are in the apartment, and now it's a straight up brawl, bro. A straight up fight for your life, right? So it's a battle royale situation, like the WWE match. Like, it's just going crazy, bro. Like, everyone's just boxing. You got Raph over here boxing. You got Donnie over there boxing. You got Michelangelo supposed to be guarding Leo and April boxing. You got even Splinter's like, look, there's no way the three of them can take this. Like, because they're just spamming foot ninja. There's just nothing but foot ninja in that joint, bro. It's like 4v like 2000 at this point. Endless waves. Like, it's Gears of War, bro. Like, just endless waves. So they're fighting. Splinter instructs Mikey, like, yo, I told you to get your brother out of here, bro. We need to get Leo out of here, bro. Because, like, it's not looking good for your boys right now. So they're fighting. They go down. Mikey goes down into the antique shop. April's, like, antique shop and sees the elite guard as a famous, iconic line, hey, nice hats. And Donnie says it, and then Raph says it. So then they're fighting these dudes. And these dudes have... This man threw a boomerang axe. A boomerang double axe. I think it was a double axe. Like, he threw a boomerang double axe at Donnie, bro. Then chucked a spear straight at Donnie's head. Like, one thing about this series, bro, like, yeah, they did the whole cut and transition thing where punches would be shown with, like these white dissolved flashes and stuff and all that stuff, because it is a kid's cartoon. But let me tell you, when it comes to action... And it is so cool how they do it. Because one thing I loved about their show is that they really played with aspect ratio. They'll use aspect ratio to help set the mood of what's going on. And especially before those cut to commercial points where they change the aspect ratio. Classic, love it every time. So it's a straight up brawl. Everyone's brawling. Han is after Leo's ass, bro. Like, Han chucks Leo from one room through another room into a pipe. Probably broke his shell in the process. Meanwhile, his brothers cannot help because they are fighting for their lives. Then Shredder comes in through the joint. And Shredder's like, yeah, nah, I'm killing y'all. I want my lick back. Like, this is personal. Y'all made it personal, bro. So now Shredder's fighting, Splinter's fighting, everyone's fighting, bro. Then I forgot it was before Shredder came or after, but like Casey comes crashing through the window on his bike, takes out like 3 elite guard out of nowhere, which is hilarious. Then takes another one out because the elite guard threatened April. No, Han threatened April. So it's Han versus Casey. Casey takes care of that. But Shredder's like has endless soldiers, and Shredder's Shredder. So he's like, bro, you cannot take me, bro. I'm gonna kill every single one of you. So they have to, like, Splinter tells them retreat. They go into a freezer. What used to be a freezer. Then Shredder does the coldest shit because the police show up like in force. So Shredder's like, he tells his ninja disappear. They all scatter, bro, like Naruto ninjas. Then Shredder takes a bomb, detonates a bomb right behind his back. How he didn't get hit, I don't know. Then cuts a gas line and then walks away saying some cold shit. I remember it like it was like yesterday, bro. Something about like something to the effect of like I'm a phoenix risen from the ashes, and as I walk into my fire, like you're like just something like that, like some cold shit. I'm not doing it just, but he just said some cold shit, bruh. He was like, I'm a phoenix who rose from his ashes as I walk through the fire, just like talking about basically you dead. Basically he's saying like, y'all dead, bruh. You're done. You couldn't hang with your boy. I'm back. I'm him. I'm Himothy. I'm Himothy Shredder. You're nothing. You're done. And the whole place explodes. The whole place explodes, man. And it is just, it's one of the most iconic and memorable moments in all of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, like, animation history. It's just one of the greatest moments outside the Battle Nexus arc, but like this was one of the coolest moments of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then you have the third episode, which is not like part three officially. I think it's like the Tales of Leo. I think the episode's called. And basically, Leo's trying to recover. He's in a coma, and his brothers one by one like talk, and Splinter 2 talk about what it was like growing up with Leo and tell these heroic stories and really just illustrate why Leo is. I mean, they're all kind of like the same age, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But it go to show like why Leo wears the blue, why Leo is the leader of the team, and how much he means as basically an older brother. He might as well be an older brother to them. He's just a leader and like their older brother, and has always been fearless and has always been there for them and tell these touching stories. And I think it's the first time in the series where Raphael is crying and he shows so much emotion. There's no way I watched that episode without tearing up, because it's one of those moments, just like they do with Vegeta and just like they do with characters like Raph and Vegeta. Like they're always tough on the outside, but they give them these moments to really show some really empathy, or show humanity, or show some type of love for their loved ones. And it's earned, and it's really dope. And again, Leo getting jumped was one of the greatest moments in all of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles history, man. I'm telling you, this show, I know it gets real wonky for the last like 2 seasons, but this show for the longest time, bruh, had like a great series. And 03 to me is the best iteration of these turtles in any movie or TV show. And I think is one of the faithful to the original comics. They definitely changed some things around, but one of the most faithful to the comics. And I just feel like it deserves a comeback in some way. Don't do what you did with Teen Mutant Ninja Turtles Fast Forward and give them pupils. It looked sick with their bandana, like their masks on. It's just like eyes widened out. I love it. It just looks so cool. But I know Nickelodeon has made so many different iterations of them, and I'm not a fan of any of those. And I get their children cartoons, but this 2003 version, how you make a children's cartoon, but make it like I won't even call it a children's cartoon. This was for teenagers. This is how you make like a teenage, no pun intended, because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles teenage. This is how you make like a kid/teenager show, but still make it interesting for adults as well. And because again, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, bro, they're savage, bro. Splinter's savage. Like a lot of these characters, bro, like don't let Nickelodeon fool you. A lot of these characters get busy and they get pissed off. Like they're with the shits, bro. So that's it for me talking about this episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2003. The Shredder Strikes Back is part 1 and 2. It is just by far one of the greatest and his most memorable moments from my childhood. Is one of my favorites to revisit. There used to be a time on YouTube where the entire series was on YouTube and you just like pretty much binge watch it. But it's just so funny because like it's just one of those episodes, bro. You're not used to Leo getting his ass beat, and even when he got jumped, the Foot Ninja were getting worked on. So the fact they needed invisible ninjas and their elite guard and the Shredder himself to take Leo down tells you everything you need to know of why Leonardo is the best turtle, the leader, and has them hands. And if this wasn't a kid show, a lot of these ninjas would be dead. He would have been decapitating a lot of people. But show with the Shredder. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know if you want me to keep doing episodes where I go over a series or go over my favorite episode. I'm not gonna lie to you, I need to rewatch the 2003 version to do like a full review on this series because it's been so long. I've rewatched it like once or twice, but I don't think I've watched it since like maybe 2013 or so. So it's been quite a long. There's been 11 years now or so. So it's been 11, 12 years now. So it's been a minute. So I'm definitely gonna get on that. But yeah, tell me which turtle is your favorite. Is it Raph? Is it Donnie? Is it Michelangelo? Is it Leo? And if you've watched the 2003 version, what is your favorite moment or favorite episode from the series? Much love. Keep geeking out. Peace.